Mondo Sahara, Mondo Sahara, Mondo Sahara, Mondo Sahara, Mondo
Hi, my name's Austin Vince, and I want to tell you a story. It all started 20 years ago. Back in 1992, I was a maths teacher in a school in London. Luckily for me, my older brother Gerald convinced me and some buddies to motorcycle around the world. We tried to do the longest land route possible, and we called our trip Mondo Enduro. We were on the road for a year, and we were the first people to ride all the way along the so-called Road of Bones to reach the remote Gulag prison outpost of Magadan. However, we only managed half of the 400 miles of Siberia's roadless Zilov Gap, and shamefully had to put our bikes on the train. Epic fail. We couldn't let that be the last of it, so 5 years later, in 2001, we went back to the far east of Russia on a trip called Terra Circa and tackled the Zilov Gap once more. It cost one of us a broken collarbone, but we proved that with just second-hand trail bikes and a bit of effort, it could be done. It turned out that actually, we were the first people to ride motorbikes all the way across Russia without using the train. But what I think Mondo Enduro and Terra Circa did really well was to demonstrate that long-distance motorcycling and making your own documentaries is in no way the preserve of the elite. Anybody can do this stuff. Now, in the last 10 years, it looks like it's worked. There's been an explosion of interest in adventure motorcycling. But at another level, something else has happened. There's loads of other projects and films that are out now that seem to be saying the opposite. That you've got to have a support truck, you've got to have special training, you need lots of special equipment. From where I'm standing, that's absolutely heartbreaking because it's just not true. Now, what is true is that most people can't get a year off work to do a big trip. But most people can wrangle 4 weeks. So I've had a brainwave. I want to show what kind of trip you can put together that's affordable, only takes a month, and crucially, can be put together by just you and your mates. I knew that I wanted to start in London and basically take an Anglo-American team off-road across Spain, Morocco and Western Sahara. The question of what would happen once we reached Mauritania was still unclear,